I see her name on my phone. I stop walking. I feel my heart move. I do not open the message at once. I stand on the street. Cars pass by me. People walk fast. But I stay still. Her name is Lily. She is my best friend from childhood. We do not talk much now. Life becomes busy. Time becomes short. I take a deep breath. Then I open the message. Hey, are you free this weekend? Do you want to have coffee with me? I read it again. Then I smile. I type, yes, I would love to. On Saturday morning I wake up early. I look at the clock. It is only 7 a.m. Our meeting is at 10 a.m. But I cannot sleep anymore. I sit on my bed. I hold my phone in my hand. I feel excited. But I also feel nervous. I ask myself, what should I say to her? I walk to the window. The sun is soft and warm. Suddenly, I remember our childhood. We walked to school together every day. She always waits for me at the corner. She brings extra snacks. She says, "This is for you." We sit in the classroom. We share one book. Sometimes we laugh too loud. The teacher looks at us. But we do not stop. We also share dreams. She says, "I want a warm family. I want a small house and a kind husband." I say, "I want to see the world. I want to work in a big city." We look at each other. We smile. At that time, everything feels simple. Everything feels possible. But life moves fast. After school, things change. She meets someone. She falls in love. Then she gets married. Then she has a baby. I move to another city. I start my job. I work long hours. I meet many new people. But I do not see her often. At first we call each other every week, then every month. Then, only on special days. Happy birthday. Happy New Year. Short messages, short replies. Sometimes I look at our old photos. I want to call her. But I stop. I think, she is busy. I think I am busy too. Now she sends me a message. I sit down again. I look at my reflection in the mirror. I look older. I look more serious. I ask myself, are we still the same? I open my closet. I take out many clothes. I try one, then another. I laugh a little. Why am I so careful? She is my best friend. But something feels different. Time changes people. Life changes people. I pick a simple dress. I tie my hair. I look at myself again. Then I say softly, "It's just Lily." But my heart says, "It is not just Lily." Before I leave my house, I take my phone again. I read her message one more time. "Do you want to have coffee with me?" I smile. Then I whisper, "Yes, I really do." I arrive early. The cafe is quiet. Soft music plays in the air. The smell of coffee is warm and sweet. I choose a table near the window. I sit down. I look at the door. People come in, but she is not here yet. I check the time. 9:52 a.m. I still have time. I hold the menu, but I do not read it. My mind is not here. I think about her again. I try to imagine her face, but something feels unclear. Then the door opens. A woman walks in. She looks around. I see her. It is Lily. She looks at me. Her eyes become bright. She smiles. I stand up at once. We walk to each other. "Hi," she says. "Hi," I say. We laugh a little. We hug. Her body feels warm, but also a little tired. I can feel it. I do not know why. We sit down. She puts her bag on the chair. She takes a deep breath. "I am sorry. I am a little late," she says. "It's okay," I say. "I just got here." This is not true, but it feels easier to say. A waiter comes. She orders a latte. I order a cappuccino. We both look at the table. For a few seconds, no one speaks. Then she smiles again. "How are you?" she asks. "I'm good," I say. "How about you?" "I'm okay," she says. We both nod. The words are simple, but they feel light, too light. We start with small things. The weather is so hot these days, she says. Yes, I sweat every day, I say. We laugh. She shows me a photo on her phone. This is my baby, she says. I look at the screen. The baby has big eyes. The baby is smiling. So cute, I say. She looks like you. Lily smiles. She cries a lot too, she says. We both laugh again, but this time her smile stays longer. She keeps looking at the photo. Her eyes become soft. She is my whole world, she says. I nod. I can feel her love. Then she puts down her phone. She looks at me. What about your work? She asks. It is busy, I say, but it is okay. What do you do every day? I go to the office, I have meetings, I go home late. She nods slowly. That sounds tiring, she says. It is, I say. Then silence comes again. Not long, but enough to feel. I take a sip of my coffee. It is a little bitter. I look out the window. Cars move fast. People cross the street. Everything feels normal. But something between us feels new. I look back at her. She looks different. Her hair is shorter. Her face is softer. But there are small lines near her eyes. I did not see them before. She looks at me too. You look different, she says. Different? I ask. In a good way, she says quickly. You look more strong. I smile. Do I? I say, but inside I am not sure. We both smile again, but this time the smile feels a little careful. Then she looks down at her cup. She holds it with both hands. She stays quiet for a moment. Then she says softly, I am very tired these days. I stop moving. I look at her. Her voice is low. Her smile is gone. I don't sleep well, she says. The baby wakes up many times at night. She laughs a little. But it's okay. This is normal, right? I do not laugh this time. I just look at her. And I listen. I look at her. I do not speak. She takes a small breath. Then she starts again. I love my baby, she says. I really do. She smiles a little. When she smiles, I feel so happy. When she holds my finger, I feel full. She puts her hand on her chest. Like this, she says. I nod. I can see it in her eyes. Her love is real, very real. But then her smile fades. She cries a lot at night, she says. I wake up again and again. I walk in the dark. I carry her. I sing. I wait. I try again. She looks at her coffee. It never feels enough, she says. What do you mean? I ask. She looks at me. Her eyes are tired now. I try my best, she says, but she still cries. I feed her. I change her. I hold her. She pauses. But sometimes she still cries. Her voice becomes softer. Then I think, maybe I am not a good mother. My heart moves. I shake my head. No, I say, you are a good mother. She smiles a little, but her eyes are wet. I don't have time for myself, she says. I wake up. I take care of the baby. I clean the house. I cook. Then it is night again. She lets out a small laugh. Every day is the same. I listen quietly. I do not stop her. Sometimes I look in the mirror, she says. I don't see myself. I see a mother. I see someone tired. She touches her face. I miss the old me, she says. I feel something heavy in my chest. I remember her from before. She laughs loud. She runs fast. She talks about dreams. Now she sits in front of me. Her voice is soft. Her shoulders are low. But I chose this life, she says quickly. I wanted a family. I wanted this. She looks at me. And I still want it, she says. I nod. I know, I say. She takes a deep breath. It's just, she stops. It's just very hard sometimes. The cafe is still. The music is soft. People talk around us. But our table feels quiet. I reach out my hand. I touch her hand. It feels cold. You are doing your best, I say. You really are. She looks at me. For a second she does not speak. Then she nods. "Thank you," she says. Her voice is very soft. A tear falls down her face. She laughs and wipes it away. "Sorry," she says. "I didn't want to cry." "It's okay," I say. She smiles again, but this time her smile feels real and a little broken. She wipes her tears. She takes a deep breath. Then she looks at me. "What about you?" she asks. "Are you happy?" I pause. I did not expect this question. I smile. It is a small smile. "My job is good," I say. "I learn a lot." She nods. "That's nice," she says. I look at my cup. The coffee is almost cold now. I feel something in my chest. I can say I'm happy. I can end this here, but I do not. I take a slow breath. "Sometimes I feel very tired," I say. She looks at me. I continue. I wake up early. I go to work. I sit in meetings all day. I talk a lot, but not about real things. She stays quiet. She listens. I go home late, I say. I eat dinner alone. I sit on my bed. I look at my phone. I smile a little. Sometimes I don't know who to talk to. Her eyes change. "I thought you were very free," she says. "I thought you were very happy." I laugh softly. "I thought the same about you," I say. We look at each other. For a second, no one speaks. Then we both laugh. Not loud, but real. "I can go anywhere," I say. "I can do anything." I pause. "But I go home alone every day." She looks down. "I have many people around me," she says, "but I have no time for myself." I nod. We sit in silence again. But this time it feels different. It feels honest. "I thought your life was perfect," she says. "I thought your life was easy," I say. We both shake our heads. "We were both wrong," she says. I smile. "Yes," I say. The light outside becomes softer. The sun starts to go down. I look at her again. She's still tired, but now she looks lighter. I feel lighter too. "I think every life is hard," I say. She nods slowly. "But every life also has something beautiful," she says. I look at her. I think about her baby, her family. She looks at me. She thinks about my work, my city. We do not say it, but we both understand. The sun goes down slowly. The cafe becomes quieter. The light turns soft and warm. We are still sitting there. Our coffee is cold now, but we do not leave. She looks at me. "Your life is not easy," she says. I smile. "Your life is not easy too," I say. We both laugh a little. This time the laugh feels light. Not heavy like before. Something between us changes. Not bigger, but closer. "I think I understand you now," she says. I nod. "I think I understand you too," I say. She leans back in her chair. She looks more relaxed. "Before today," she says, "I felt a little jealous of you." I am surprised. "Me?" I ask. She nods. "You can go anywhere," she says. "You have your own time." I shake my head. "Before today I felt the same," I say. She looks at me. "I thought your life was warm," I say. "I thought you were never alone." She smiles softly. "We only saw the outside," she says. I nod. "Yes," I say. We sit quietly for a moment. But this silence feels calm, not awkward. I look at her. "Your life is beautiful," I say. She looks at me. "Your life is brave," she says. I feel something warm in my chest. We both smile. This time it feels real. The sky outside becomes orange. People start to leave the cafe. "We should go," she says. We stand up slowly. She takes her bag. I take mine. We walk to the door together. Before we leave, she turns to me. She opens her arms. I step forward. We hug again. This time I hold her longer. She says softly, "We are still us." I close my eyes for a second. "Yes," I say. We walk in different directions. She goes to her family. I go back to my apartment. But something feels different now. I walk on the street. The night air is cool. I take out my phone. I see her message from before. Do you want to have coffee with me? I smile. Then I type, let's meet again soon. She replies very fast. Yes, let's. I put my phone away. I look up at the sky. My life is still the same. Her life is still the same. But my heart feels full. Because now I know we chose different lives. But we did not lose each other.